The Doing the Orden podcast is brought to you by Baldwin Park Pizza Company. Baldwin Park Pizza Company has been serving Joey's original recipe for over 20 years. It's voted #1 pizza in San Gabriel Valley 6 years running. Come visit or get delivery.
Come down to the Wrestling Guy store. Find your favorite WWE action figures and favorite WWE Superstars t-shirts. We also host meet and greets where you can meet some of your favorite wrestlers. The Wrestling Guy store is located at 6085 State Street, Huntington Park, California. Or you can follow us online at our website, thewrestlingguystore.com, or on social media, such as Instagram, at The Wrestling Guy Store.
Hey everyone, welcome back to another episode of the Doing Your Orden podcast. And today I have a very special guest with me. It is Dashing Chris Bey.
It's me. I'm here. Excited to be here. Finally here on the Doing the Orden podcast.
So, Chris Bey and I are coming to you from StarCast 2019 in Las Vegas, Nevada.
Yeah.
So let's get our little podcast started here.
Cool.
Make sure I went today.
Cool. What do you have for me?
Were you a fan of wrestling growing up?
100%. I first saw wrestling when I was 3 years old, and it was all I wanted to do ever since. Just grew up fantasizing about it, idolizing everyone. It's amazing. I'm so happy to be a part of it now. Yeah.
So who were you a fan of growing up?
Eddie Guerrero, Randy Orton, John Morrison, Edge, John Cena, Kofi Kingston, Shelton Benjamin, everybody. I've been watching for so long. Triple H was like my first favorite when I first saw wrestling because it was the way he spit the water. I'd never seen anything like that. I was like, that's so cool. Like, how do you do that? And then I tried it and the water just splashed on my face. It didn't work the same, so, but.
Only Triple H.
Yeah, only Triple H. He's one of a kind. Yeah.
Okay, so when you first started training, where did you first train?
I started here in Las Vegas, Future Stars of Wrestling. I started being taught by, Sin Bodie, Killer Cross, the Whirlwind Gentleman, Bonus Boy Sway Thompson, Kenny King. A lot of seminars came through. That was August of 2016, and I've been with Future Stars of Wrestling ever since. Yeah.
Okay, so how long did you train before you had your first official match?
It was about 2 months. So I started like August 15th, and then I got my first match October 30th, I want to say, October 30th. So it was about a little over 2 months, and just never looked back after that. It happened really fast. So I'm blessed for the opportunities I've been given.
So in your first match, who was your opponent?
My first match was a tag team match. Me and my first tag team partner, Nino Black, versus the Midnight Marvels, which was a team of Spider and Damian Drake, So that was my very first match, and my first singles match was against a guy named Scotty Ice. And after that, it was just like boom, 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 boom. Just kept happening. Here we are.
Okay, so do you have a dream opponent?
Dream opponent? I have a lot of them from all different types of companies. I would love to wrestle like Ricochet, love to wrestle Seth Rollins, love to wrestle Kenny Omega, I'd love to wrestle Cody Rhodes.
Some of the favorites.
Yeah, I'd love to wrestle. I just had my first intergender match, so I'd love to wrestle a lot of the talented women all across the board. I can name a million people. I want to wrestle everybody. Wrestling's so good. There's so many great wrestlers. I want everybody. Who do you want to see me wrestle?
At this point, anyone.
Anyone?
I love just watching, good. How do I? Just good matches,
Yeah.
Anyone at this point.
Okay, cool.
You're great. I love watching you wrestle and everything.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that. You are also great with this podcast. That's why I'm so excited to finally be here. Had to take this opportunity. I saw her and I was like, we gotta do it. Right now here at StarCast 2019.
Thank you again for being a guest.
100%.
It's been, we've been trying to get this for a while, and finally we made it here.
You're busy.
At StarCast.
You're very famous. You're very busy. I see you all over the place interviewing everybody. Doing the, are we gonna do that later? Are we gonna do the pose?
We can.
We got to. We have to. It's a must if we're here.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, being a professional wrestler, what was some of the best advice that you have gotten?
The best advice I've been given, two different things. Just one, you can go ahead and listen to everybody, give everyone the respect to listen, apply to you what applies to you best. Everyone's different, so not everything's gonna work the same for everyone. So just give everyone the respect to listen and apply what applies to you. And then after that, it's just when you go out there, you give it 110%. You give the people who paid to see you everything you have, because the energy transfers through them back through you, and you'll get everything you want out of wrestling if you give it your all. So, those are the two things that stick with me the most, that I always try to tell other people whenever I'm giving people advice or whatever the case is.
Okay, so you say you got some of the best advice. Do you have some of the worst advice that you have ever gotten?
Yeah.
Funniest stuff?
One of the worst things I've ever heard was that everything is exactly the same and it's only to be done one way, which it's flavors of ice cream. I just think everyone likes something different, so you have to have a little bit of something for everybody. Not everyone's going to run the ropes the same. Not everyone's going to do this the same. There's an outline for everything, a structure, but for the most part, unique styles is what builds the greatest characters, So when I first heard that advice, I was like, that's kind of odd. As far as like something that's been funny to me, I can't think of any funny advice, but if I do, we'll do a whole nother interview and I'll make sure we put that as the headline. Funniest advice ever.
So do you have any advice to give to any people that would like to become professional wrestlers?
Yeah, do your research, find reputable schools. Understand that it's not going to be easy, and once you start, don't stop. Unless you get hurt, which hoping you don't. Once you get started, don't stop, because it's so easy to get lost, and the works and all the stuff you want out of wrestling will come with consistency. So you have to just keep going and persevere. Sometimes stuff will really be terrible and it'll mentally break you, but don't get deterred from it. Keep fighting forward. Keep having goals and keep making sure you're working towards those goals,
Keep going. Yeah,
always keep going.
Stop.
Yeah.
Okay, so it said it was going to be a kind of short one today.
Right.
We've kind of wrapped it up here. Is there any way people can follow you on your social media?
Yeah, Twitter and Instagram is Dashin' Chris Bey. That's B-E-Y, Dashin' Chris Bey. Twitter and Instagram. Facebook, you can add me there too, Chris Bey. Yeah. YouTube as well, Chris Bey. There it is.
Okay, so thank you again for being a guest on the podcast.
Thank you for having me.
It's been, we tried to set this up for a while, but thank you so much for doing it here at Starcast.
Thank you for having me.
Make it, but we gotta make it. You can save your hand, I ain't gotta shake it. Everything lined up for the taking. I'm what I need from them, no favors. Click too big, break, gotta break it. Cause these others low.